Back when I did my summer internship, I was kind of just going week by week, going with the flow, didn't really know what was expected of me or what to do. I didn't have anyone to tell me, do this, this and this, or don't do this, this and this, in order to convert your summer internship into a full-time offer. So today I'm going to tell you 16 things that you shouldn't do during your summer internship in order to avoid getting a rejection letter or rejection phone call after your summer internship completes. So 16 ways that you can increase your chance of getting a full-time offer. Alright, no one likes a know-it-all. Don't go into your summer internship arrogant, cocky, overconfident. Every single employee on the planet hates an intern who thinks they know everything. Understand you're at the bottom of the food chain. You don't know everything, so don't go in there like you're an expert. Be open-minded when someone's talking to you, when someone's giving you advice, when someone's teaching you something. Be open ears, listen to them and take on what they say. Don't trust me, don't act like a know-it-all. Everyone hates someone that does that. Next, we've got socials. Throughout your summer internship, there's going to be lots of social events. There's going to be alcohol. There's going to be, employees across the seniority spectrum who are going to be kind of in a more relaxed atmosphere, more relaxed vibe. Just because everyone else is more relaxed and, chilling out and more informal, it doesn't mean you need to let the ball drop. When you're there, people are still watching you. People are going to be monitoring how you act in these social settings. So don't be, every year there's an intern who drinks too much, gets carried away and just embarrasses themselves. Surprise, surprise, they usually don't get an offer. So don't embarrass yourself in socials. Remember, if you're going out for socials, if you're going to bowling, going for drinks, going for a meal with the team, always remember you're still being assessed. You're an intern, you're not there yet. And even if you do become a full-time employee, it's very important how you carry yourself. So always keep that in mind. Carry yourself, always remember there's a culture, adhere to that culture, don't disrespect the culture. And yeah, as an intern in socials, be extra mindful. Alright, next, don't be that intern who dresses unprofessionally. Some people at the firm might not wear ties, or some people just might dress a bit more relaxed. Those individuals are employees at the firm. They've done their time, they have their offer, they work there, right? They're safe. You, on the other hand, you're an intern. You're not safe until you get that full-time offer and until you do a few years. So just because your seniors aren't wearing ties, if no one in the company is wearing a tie, before you go into work without wearing a tie, for example, check with your mentor or your buddy if it's okay. Don't go and assume that it's okay for you, because people might not be okay with that. Regardless if you're a male or female, if you're unsure about wearing something, don't risk it. Keep it smart, keep it formal. Just if you're unsure, ask yourself, would you wear this to an interview? If the answer is no, don't risk it. Simple. Keep it professional and you will increase your chances of not messing up. Next, commercial awareness. Throughout your internship, if you're working for an investment bank, you're going to be expected, especially if you're in the front office divisions, you're going to be expected to be keeping up to date with what's going on in the markets, whether that's the financial markets, the geopolitical landscape, what's going on in politics, so on and so forth. Make sure you keep up to date with everything that's going on in the world, and a simple way to do that is if your university offers you a free Financial Times subscription, which they all should do, take advantage of that. If you don't have the FT, just read Bloomberg or Sky News, Google Finance, Yahoo Finance, whatever it is. Make sure you're keeping up to date with the commercial awareness side of things, because that can really help you in your internship. If you don't keep up to date with what's going on in the world and the financial markets, when you're having small chit chats or Zoom conversations or coffee conversations, and someone's talking to you about what's going on, in this region in the world, and you don't have a clue, it can be quite embarrassing. So make sure you keep up to date with your commercial awareness. Alright, you want to always be continuously learning. Whether you've got an internship or not, listen up, because today's video sponsor, Financial Edge Training, are going to be able to help you. They train the top 4 global investment banks, analysts and associates as rated by the Financial Times. What's more, they've got a ton of resources and online courses that can help you break into the industry or improve your existing knowledge. For example, their investment banker course will teach you everything you need to know, from raising capital to mergers and acquisitions and more, regardless of whether you're an intern, an analyst, an associate or not. They've also recently released a short investment banking interview skills course. The course includes 19 short videos which can help you dramatically improve your chances of success at your future investment banking interviews. Best of all, you can get a massive 25% off all their online courses by using the discount code Afzal25 at checkout. So be sure to hit the links in the video description down below. Now with that, let's get back to to the video. Alright, next, never ever badmouth behind people. Don't even badmouth, full stop. No one likes a hater. Don't go around talking to people negatively about people that you are interning with or colleagues, because the industry is small, the firm is small, people talk and you will get found out, and you don't want to be that person that just talks crap about people behind their backs. It's not a good look. You do not want to be the intern that just sits at their desk all day. Now, last week Sunday, the Sunday that just went, I released a video, week 2 advice for your internship. And I saw a few comments about, I can't do 5 catch-ups a day because I won't have time to do my work. Really and truly, 5 catch-ups, 30 minutes each, that's 2.5 hours, right? If you're getting in at 7, 8 a.m. and you're leaving at 7, 8, 9 p.m., whatever, even 6 p.m. for example, that's at least 10 to 14 hours of work, of a work day. Take away 2.5 hours for catch-ups, that leaves you with, 8 to 10, 11, 12 hours to do your work. So 5 catch-ups, it sounds like a lot, it's actually not. It sounds like a lot, but it's actually not. So trust me, prioritize networking. So don't be that intern that just sits on your desk every single day, all day long, throughout the duration of your internship. Because also, your manager and your team are looking at you. They want you to go and meet other people across the floor. They want you to meet people. Because end of the day, you're not going to succeed in your role, even if you get an offer, by just sitting there. You need to go and meet different people. Because for you to do your work, you need to collaborate with different individuals, different teams, so on and so forth. As an intern, I know it's hard if you're an introvert, you want to just sit there and do your work, but you need to kind of put yourself out there. So don't waste 10 weeks just sitting on your desk. Don't be too informal. I touched on this briefly on the social one. You might see some people who are extremely informal. You get different types of characters, but that doesn't mean you as an intern can let the ball drop and start slacking, carrying yourself with a bit more of a lean, just leaning back in chairs in meetings, stuff like that. Always remember you're being watched. So, carry yourself well. Be well dressed throughout the internship. When you go to meetings, imagine it's an interview, imagine it's a pitch. Just don't drop the guard. Make sure you are, on top of it throughout. It's not easy, but you do these things and then you get your offer, and then, later on you might be able to chill out. But for your internship, you got to be on your A game throughout. Don't ask the same question twice. This one's important. You don't want people to think that you don't listen or that you're a poor listener. If you ask me a question and I give you a detailed response, I expect you to be taking notes. I expect you to understand what I'm saying. If I'm telling you some stuff that you've asked me for and I'm seeing that you're not even noting things down, I'm going to be a bit annoyed. I'm going to be like, this person's not serious. People expect you not to waste their time. So if you're going to ask someone a question, digest that information. Don't ever ask the same question again to the same person, because they're going to think you're just wasting their time. It's not a good look. Don't risk it. This brings me on to using your head. Don't ask silly, there's no silly question, but some questions it's better for you to ask an intern or an analyst as opposed to going to a VP or a director or a managing director. Don't waste senior people's time asking stupid questions or silly questions that you can ask to a fellow intern or an analyst. You don't want to embarrass yourself. You want to show that you have good judgment, and these things all kind of play a part in building. You are a personal brand, right? In building your personal brand to everyone that sees you in the workplace. Do not miss deadlines. Very, very important. As an intern, you're going to want to impress everyone, right? And so you're going to want to take on this piece of work, that piece of work. You're going to want to do this, that, and the other for lots of different people. Only take on work that you can complete ahead of the deadline. If you start taking on lots of work and you can't complete them when they're due, or you're submitting them right on the deadline, is always very risky, and it doesn't look good because it shows people that you are a poor decision maker. You don't know how to manage your time. You're taking on too much and it's too much for you. It's better to take on less tasks, do them to a high quality, get them submitted ahead of the deadline, and then take on the next task. So don't miss deadlines. Similarly, don't take on too much work. This is self-explanatory. You don't want to stress yourself out too much. Don't take on unnecessary amounts of work. Be focused on doing a manageable amount of work to a high standard. Don't abuse the company's policy. A lot of interns might think that, all right, so the company's got a gym downstairs, let's go gym every day at 11 a.m. because the policy is you can go and work out whenever you want. Fair, if they say you can work out when you want, cool, do that, but use good judgment. If you've got an important meeting at 11 and you've got gym scheduled in the calendar for 11, move the gym session to later on in the evening. If you're the only person in your team as an intern going to the gym during the day, every single day, but the rest of your team isn't, use your judgment. That's probably, as much as people say, yeah, we encourage that, Understand that there's some unwritten rules. Some people will think, you know, you're taking the piss. Some people will think, you know, just use your judgment. Don't overdo it. As an intern, play it safe. Go gym either early morning before work day starts, or in the evening when everyone's gone home, outside of working hours. You want to use the main part of the day to just get your work done, show people that you're a serious intern. You want to use that time to secure your offer, network, do your projects, etc. Don't always stay overtime. Now, a lot of interns think, all right, if I stay in the office late every single day and I'm the last person to leave, everyone's going to think I'm dedicated and I'm going to get an offer. It doesn't work like that. Staying late is a double-edged sword, meaning that if you stay late, some people might think, okay, yeah, dedicated, great. But nowadays the culture's changed. People want you to leave. If you've got nothing to do, why the hell are you in the office? People think you're stupid. If you're staying late consistently in the office, people are going to think you're struggling. So always keep that in mind. Just because you're the last person to leave, it doesn't mean, you know, you're on it. It could mean you're struggling. So it's a double-edged sword. Keep that in mind. Very, very important one. Do not assume you are going to remember everything. I cannot stress enough how important it is. There's a dog barking outside. Stupid dog. It's going to drive me nuts. I cannot stress how important it is for every single one of you. No matter what you do, where you go on your internship, keep a pen and a notepad with you at all times. If you go to a meeting without a pen and a notepad, people are going to realize and they're going to make note of it, because it's not a good look. An intern needs to be making notes everywhere they go, especially to meetings, morning meetings, market updates, whatever it is. Whenever you're going for a catch-up, a coffee catch-up, talking to someone, meeting, client meeting, whatever it is, pen or presentation, intern project, whatever it is, pen and paper, notepad. Very important. Do not forget that. Like, I can't stress that enough, trust me. All right, second to last point, don't make the mistake of splitting your time poorly. So 3 key things you want to do throughout your internship. You want to split your time between desk work, so doing things for your team on the desk. You want to split your time between your project work. You're going to have a summer internship project or 2. That's very important. At the end of your summer internship, you're going to present on this to everyone that you meet. And this plays a big role in, you know, whether you get an offer or not. And then last but not least, networking, meeting people across the firm, across your division, across your team, etc. through coffee catch-ups. So networking, project work, desk work. That's how you should be splitting your time. Socials, gym, all of that could be done after work hours. But when you're in the office working, those 3 things: networking, project work, desk work. All right, last but not least, you don't want to leave your internship with any regrets. So you got your key card, your pass, whatever it is, fingerprint, into this global investment bank for the next 8 to 10 weeks. Make the most of it. Ask yourself, if 10 weeks were over, what would you regret? And those things, start doing them. You don't want to leave with any regrets at the end of the 10 weeks. That doesn't mean go wild and go mad, but I'm just saying you've got access to a big organization. Make use of it, whatever that might mean for you. So leave your internship with no regrets. If you made it to the end of the internship, if you made it to the end of this video, smash the like button if you learned anything new or if you found any of the tips useful. Sunday I will post a tip for week 3 of your internship, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.